Software or hardware is really hard to figure out in the college, or else if you are also into the working professional journey, because robotics is a complicated journey. But don't worry, in this video we are going to break down it in simpler chunks. But before moving forward, I wanted to say one thing. I have started Robotry, where we offer online and offline trainings on robotics and ROS2. So if you are interested to join, then the WhatsApp link is given in the description. You just have to join the group and send the message, I am interested. So our team will get back to you. So let's get started with today's video. So the main important point is, what should we select, the software or else the hardware? Let's break down these terms one by one. First we will go with the hardware side and then with the software side, right? So for the hardware, what is important? So what is important is one thing, but what comes into the hardware side? So for the hardware, we have the mechanical assembly, then the CAD designing, then we have the electronics, the circuit designing, the robot assembly. So all these things come under the hardware side, and it is really important because for the hardware we have to get the hands-on on the component side. If you are not able to do the wiring properly, if you are not able to manage the electronics of the robot, so that is very important. I will just give you one example. Let's say you are building an autonomous mobile robot which comes under the wheeled robot category. So for that robot you have to find out the components which make the robot working in the working mode, right? So in that you will have to deal with the material selection, the component selection, you have to study the torque of the motor, then after that you have to build the robot. Into that you have to do the wiring, that is soldering part will come, then the electronics part of it, which microprocessor you have to deal with, or else you have to build a custom PCB or not. So likewise many things come into the place as per the type of the robot. I just took the autonomous mobile robot thing, but this applies to any type of robot. So likewise the hardware things are important, and design considerations, simulation in terms of stress and strain. Stress and strain analysis can be done for the hardware stuff. So if you are interested into these things, then hardware things are good. And also sometimes what happens, if you are not a type of a person who likes to work just by sitting at a place, then hardware things are going to help you a lot. Now let's move forward with the software stuff. So now what comes under the software side? So the software side is nothing but the programming, simulation in terms of a simulator, not the stress strain, but a simulator where the robot can move. Okay. Programming means the programming languages, C++, Python. You should have a basic fundamental, let's say up to object-oriented programming. Then on the software side you also have some frameworks like ROS2, robot operating system. And then we have the algorithms, where you have to build different kind of algorithms for the working of the robot. Let's say path planning, or else the motion planning, trajectory planning. So all the software related stuff means the brain of the robot. If you are interested into that, to how the robot will move, which joint should move at a particular time, and you have to give the kind of trajectory and all those things. If it is let's get to the example of autonomous mobile robot again. So if it is an autonomous mobile robot, then you have to figure out the navigation stuff. Okay, then the path planning thing is going to take place there. So for that you have to build the algorithms, controller algorithms as well. When the robot starts, the robot should not get a jerk while starting or else while stopping as well. So you have to use PID there, right? So likewise multiple things are going to take place in the software side as well. The main important question is now what to choose between the software and hardware, right? And which is important. And the important question here is not the software or hardware, but which is good for getting a job in robotics, right? I know many students are interested in this particular question itself, but frankly speaking, managing two things is important. You should be expert of one thing, but you should have experience with both of those things. As you are a robotics engineer, you should have some knowledge of hardware, then only you are able to program a robot, because at the end you are going to program a robot, right, which is going to move. So you should be able to understand what are the joints, how the encoders are working. So basics are needed. So if you are into the software side, you should know something about hardware, and if you are on the hardware side, then you should know something about software. You should think about it. But you can't be an expert of both the things, of course, but trying out, and as you will be working in a team, then you should understand what is really happening in the team. Okay, if you are a software guy, then you should know how the hardware team is working on, what they are working on and how they are working. And if you are a hardware guy, you should understand the software side as well. So this was for today's video. If you liked it, mention below robotics. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, grow, learn and explore together.